Speckles, welcome in. How's it going? How's everybody doing today? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Richard, welcome in, friend. How's it going? How you feeling today? How are you? How's it going? Trying to fix my other phone. I'm dual streaming. I am dual streaming. Robert, welcome in. How are you? How's it going? Oh, what's going on, Richard? You've been having a tough time lately. You've been having a tough time. I'm sorry. Welcome in, guys. Thank you for liking the live. I'm so sorry. What's been going on? Why are you having a rough time? Brent, how's it going? Welcome in, guys. I'm dual streaming. I'm on TikTok and I'm on YouTube. How's everybody doing? How y'all feeling today? What I get? Oh, I'm so sorry, Richard. I pray for you. Whatever's going on, I pray that it'll be okay. That it'll be better than okay. How you doing, Brent? Brent, I had such a good time with you guys last night. I enjoy you guys. Life with Sports, how you doing? O'Neil, good morning to you. Roadman, how's it going? Good morning. Thank you guys for liking the live for me, tapping the screen. It helps me out. I had a good time with you guys last night. Life with Sports, you were hanging out with us. It's fun. We had our little crew with us. Welcome in, guys. How you doing, too? How's everybody doing today? Did y'all get some sleep? Y'all get good rest? I was feeling a little bit sleepy. You had a great time too? Thank you, 13. My mom, she called me and she said, are you on yet? I said, no. I said, I stayed up late. Jamie, how's it going? I'm doing good. I'm happy to see you. Mystic Queen, how's it going? Beautiful. Sorry, guys, I'm playing fun. Thank you, James. Thank you. Mama, I said, Mama, Mike, he work at night, so we be hanging out with him. She said, I'm going to need you to tell Mike not to be keeping you up. It's okay. It'll pass. It'll pass. Thank you, Jamie. How y'all doing? How you doing, Mystic Queen? How are you, beautiful? You like the horizontal view? So the horizontal view, it gets me more watch hours. The vertical gets me newer people. But maybe if I can get everybody to like the live, it'll push it out to more people. Marcel, welcome in. Yeah, Richard. Yeah. I don't mention that on here just because I don't want anybody trying to pinpoint where I am. Megatron, how's it going? I don't want nobody trying to figure out where I am. Thank you guys for liking the live. How was everybody's night? How's your Tuesday going? It is very nice out today. Miami, welcome back in. So it's not tonight, but tomorrow night, around 10:12 Eastern time, there's going to be a pink moon. I think it's the first supermoon in April. It might be the only supermoon, but a pink moon tomorrow Eastern time, 10:12. So look out for it. I don't know if it's gonna actually be pink. It'll be kind of like a golden color. Empire Master, I see you. Yeah, pink moon tomorrow. Going great. Went to the dentist. Yay. I went to see pink moon. How'd your dentist appointment go, Jamie? Everything going good? Your teeth is okay? Your fangs okay? Welcome in, guys. I'm dual streaming. I'm on TikTok and I'm also on the tube. Megatron, thank you for liking the live. Guess what, guys? I found my little waffle things. How you doing, Joe? How's it going, Jolito? My little Belgian butter waffle crisp. Joey, what happened to you last night? You just dipped out. You didn't say nothing to nobody. How you doing, Joel? We have missed you here in Tabi Land. What you been up to, Joel? You still traveling? Brent, thank you for the hot cross buns connection. Oh, it's okay. Today is an awesome day. My teeth are blessed and strong, ready to bite whatever, whatever. That is good. That is good. I like that, Janet. This is not weather so peaceful. Thank you, Brent, for the hot cross buns. My friend, I know I've missed y'all too. Super busy. I understand. I understand. No, 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 no. You just left, and I looked up. I was like, where'd he go? DJ Soundwave, thank you for the roses. Thank you, Brent. Currently in Atlanta, playing with India. Oh, Brent is in Atlanta. Is in Atlanta. Yeehaw. Brent is in Atlanta too. Thank you, Joe, for the gift. I don't know why in the horizontal mode it doesn't keep the chat up. So last night in on TikTok we watched, it was movie night. We watched a show on Netflix called Outlast. And it is, I don't know if any of you guys have seen it, but we watching season 1 is rough. It is so rough. I was mad. I was very mad what happened on the show last night. People don't know how to play fair. Thank you, Brent, for the tiny bunnies. Tiny bunnies. Outlast, it's on Netflix. It's like a survivalist show. They're in Alaska. It's 4 teams: Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, right, and Delta, and they trying to win $1 million, and they split it amongst themselves. Faith, how you doing? Welcome in, beautiful. And the team you start out with doesn't have to be the team that you end up with, that you finish with, but I think it's 21 days or a month. I can't remember. I must be more off grid than you. What you mean, Richard? Maybe. I'm doing very good. Can I bring my? No, you can't bring your RV. They roughing it. They roughing it. Thank you guys for liking the live. They're roughing it. I have a TV, but I don't ever turn it on. But I watch from my phone. I watch from my phone. I had the TV for the girls, you know. But I can't remember the last time. I do have a little projector that I use sometimes, but mainly I just watch on my phone. The Uber Eats when the camera. They Uber Eats when the camera is off. They they had to go to this little island they had to build a little raft to go to the little island so they can, because the little island has some crabs, some cages, so they can catch crabs. And yeah, the way people are just like trifling. I don't even know what to say. Pay for Netflix or any extras? Which I don't either, but I got family that do, and they give me the password. Come to California and get on the ship with you. What ship are you on, Roman? You on a cruise? Good morning to you, 2133K. Faith, where are you tuning in from? Good morning, guys. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for liking the live. You could have, but you honestly don't want. Papua New Guinea. Welcome in. I appreciate you being here. Much fun. I made a special snare trap to trick crabs off the beach. Didn't catch any though. They caught a bunch of crab. There was 5. Wasn't it 5? Cowboy 7, welcome in. I'm from Texas. There was 5. 5 traps. And one girl, her little team underestimated her. One girl, they built a raft and they were kind of going back and forth. She was going back and forth with her teammates, but she was like, I'm the lightest one, I can make it. She caught the little current or whatever, and she made it to the island. She got three traps, and she took them back to her team. I'm doing good, INS. How are you? 33K, I appreciate the follow. I don't know, but it's just, if you haven't watched it and you plan on watching it, I don't want to spoil it for you. But it's just, they're not playing fairly. One team is stealing from the other team, and it's like, why play like that? The girl caught 6 crabs in one trap, fed the whole team. Beautiful day today. Thank you, Cowboy 7. I appreciate you. Why steal? Why do that? You hate Survivor shows? The last season it was good, it had some kind of annoying people. The thing that gets me about these shows, Eagle 76, thank you for the follow. Everybody at the beginning of the show, they talk a big game and they're like, I'm gonna be the leader, I'm the leader, or they'll just say, I don't work good with other people. Why you come on the show that you know you're gonna have to be a part of a team? Angel Eyes, welcome in. If you know you don't do good working with people. Veronica, welcome in. How's it going? How you feeling today? Certified? How's it going? Welcome in, everybody. I am dual streaming. I'm on TikTok and I'm on the tube. On the tube, it won't keep the chat up. I don't know why it's like that. Physics, bro. How you doing, sir? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. You doing good, Angel Eyes? I was so upset with that show last night. There is one team. They already lost a member. They they down to 2 members. They started out with 4. They're down to 2 members, and another team stole their stuff. Why do that? Is staying up for us? I don't know. I had to tap the screen to bring it back up. You doing good? That's good. Abel, thank you for the rose. So, guys, I told you, right, that Yaya, she got a new bunny. Did they choke on bad food? No. Yaya got a little bunny. It's a Holland Lop and Mini Rex, and it's a little dwarf bunny. It's albino because it has the red eyes. Yaya messaged. She said, Mama, do you know it's albino? She said that people tend to, they didn't, nobody contacted the woman about it. The people tend to not want to, adopt the albino bunnies because of their red eyes. My day is going good. It's going very good, Harrison. I appreciate you asking how you doing. 13. They're sensitive. Vampire bunny. She been waking up every day to take care of her little bunny. You know what Yo-Yo said? I was talking to Yo-Yo about it, and cause I was telling her the bunny was albino, and she said, yeah. She's like her little melanin deficient baby. I was like, Yo-Yo. She's like, it's true, right? She deficient in the melanin department. I was like, yeah, Yo-Yo, but why you gotta say it like that? Keep it indoors. That chick, the stuff she says. Yeah, like, melanin deficient. I was like, it's a little baby bunny. Keep it indoors. Yeah, I told her, I was like, it has its eyes and everything has to be sensitive to the light because of it. I don't know. I think albino people with albinoism. How you say it? Albinism. I don't know. I think they're beautiful. I think they're very beautiful, but they are very sensitive. Like their eyes are very sensitive to the light. From Brazil, welcome in. Yeah, they use a litter box. I didn't know that until Yaya told me. Albinism. There we go. Thank you, thank you. I was struggling. Albinism. There's this woman, I don't follow her, but she's on IG. She adopted 2 little girls, I want to say from China, and both of the little girls, they're Chinese, but they're albino, and they're so beautiful. They're so beautiful. You know what I think got like albinism? Al- albinism. There we go. You know what kind of got me paying attention to um, people with albinism is that movie Powder. You remember that movie Powder? Thank you, Chat Town. I appreciate you. Shane, how's it going? If it starts reading your thoughts and causes allergic stores, get rid of it. Y'all remember that movie Powder? That movie made me so sad. Dane, how's it going? How's it going? I'm doing good, Shane. I'm doing very good. You literally bought up the powder at the same time, yeah. I'm doing very good, Mr. Flowers. How you doing, last time? Thank you guys for liking the live. Tube family. You love that movie? I did too, but it was so sad. They bullied him. Why is it that when something is different, even when you look at animals, like oftentimes if maybe that's so the woman said that um the mom rejected the baby, maybe she rejected it because it was albino. But a lot of times in nature, animals that are different or that are albino, they get rejected by their moms. Why is that? Humans, we do that too. Anything that is different, that looks different, and we can't put it in a category or is unfamiliar to us, we have the tendency to reject it. I am from Texas. I'm in America. Man, I don't know why it won't keep the chat up. That makes me sad. Marnie, because other predators can locate the whole family. Oh, I didn't think about that. RJ, welcome in. You're from Ethiopia. Welcome in. How you been, RJ? Mike, thank you for like so Mike, my mom called me this morning and she's like, "You sleep?" I said, "No, I'm waking up. I'm waking up." I said, "I was on TikTok." She called me last night when I was on the live and I called her. I muted the live and I called her from my other phone on Instagram video and I said, "I'm hanging out." She said, "Okay." So when she called me this morning, I was like, I was up late on the live. I said, "Mike works at night, so we be hanging out with him." And she's like, "I'm gonna need you to tell Mike not keeping you up so late." I said, "Mama, we were having a good time." You're hanging in there. Thank you for the rose, RJ. It's nice to meet you too. Last time we protect our albino people like gold. Love the view. The view. It is nice today. It's very windy though. The wind has been blowing. I like to think things that are unique or special or rare. I view it that way too. Nana got a grudge again. No, she doesn't. She does not, Mike. She does not. She does not. Give to God. Thank you for the heart to me. I think, I don't know. I know that I'm attracted to things that are different. I also think my family says that too. I'm attracted to things and people that other people tend to shy away from. Harrison, thank you for the heart puff. You said why? Why angel eyes? Why what? Maybe I missed your comment. Last time, thank you for the follow. So like Yo-Yo has this little girl on her team, her soccer team, right? And I don't know what's going on, but none of the girls talk to her. Thank you, Brent, for the cross buns. And she's always by herself. And whenever they split up in groups to do the scrimmage, she's always the last one picked. And I told Yo-Yo, I said, Yo-Yo, why don't you talk to her? I don't know if she's on the spectrum or what. Why are you attracting people that's different? I don't know. I don't like to see people. I pay attention when people are by themselves. I don't like to see people by themselves. Um, but she's always by herself. Like I said, I think maybe she's on the spectrum. The way the coach talks to her, I could tell there's something there. Like he's very, very gentle with her. And so the last time she had a game, I was like, yo, talk to her. And she's like, Mama, she don't talk to anybody. And I was like, I know, I see that. I'm watching. Why don't you talk to her? She's like, I don't know. And then Yo-Yo's like, Mama, I'm not you. I don't do that. And I was like, I'm not asking you to be me. I'm just saying, just talk to her. She's by herself all the time. And Yaya said, Mama, you can't expect Yo-Yo to be like that. She's not like that. I said, I'm not saying you gotta be her best friend. I'm just saying, try to initiate a little conversation with her. That's the ones that do the shooting. But you know what? When you talk to those people and you acknowledge them, maybe they are the ones that do the shooting. But when they come back, they ain't shooting you. E2K, how's it going? Yeah, in high school, I have a few stories that I could tell you where I paid attention to the kid nobody paid attention to, and they remember that. They absolutely remember that. Good morning, Money Green. Welcome in. How's it going? How you feeling today? Beverly Hills, California. I bet your weather's nice over there. Life can be hard enough for people. We should all be kind to people if they're on their own like that. Yeah. You were just in Beverly Hills? When you acknowledge, they forget shooting. I don't know. So when I was in high school, I want to say it was my sophomore year. There was, I can't remember exactly what class it was. It was like an elective, and I had a bunch of friends in that class. It was a bunch of girls, and there was this. I sat in the second chair, and there was this kid in front of me. He wore glasses. I would always give money to the kid who searched for the machine for change. Oh, that's so sweet. And he wore glasses. He would be considered like your stereotypical nerd or whatever. But no one ever talked to him. And our teacher, he was like a tennis teacher. He wouldn't there have the time. And when he come, he was just very easy. We wouldn't do nothing in his class but hanging out. And I remember, like one Friday, um, and Flag told me he was gonna do. Oh wow, Manta, how you doing? Wow. And I remember he was just sitting there quiet. Like I noticed everybody was talking. Thank you, Manta, for the rose. And I started talking to him, and I said, "What do you have planned tonight? You gonna go out this Friday night? You going to party?" And he kind of blushed. He was like, he shook his head. I was like, "No, but for real, what you gonna be doing tonight? What you into?" And he's like, "I'm not gonna be doing anything." And I said, "You're not gonna do nothing?" And so I gave him my number. I said, "Well, if you're not doing anything tonight and you're bored," I said, "you can call me and we can chat." And he looked so surprised, and my friends were kind of looking at me, and I was trying to tell him, like, why don't we talk to him? He's by himself. And he didn't call me. He didn't call me that weekend. I got back to school. I said, "Why you didn't call me?" And he's like, "You were serious?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, I was very serious. I said, "You don't have to call me, but if you ever, want to talk or just chat, you bored, you can call me." And so one day he did call me, and it caught me by surprise because it had been some time had passed. And the stuff that he told me, he was just like, no one ever talks to me. No one pays attention to me. You're the only one that pays attention to me. And man, it made me feel so sad. So I told my friends, and I was like, we got to talk to him. Y'all got to talk to him. So all of us girls, it was like maybe 4 or 5 of us, we would include him in our conversations and stuff. We would put stuff in his hair. I remember like one time, one of us, we put like a headband on his hand. We were doing stuff to his face, putting like skincare and stuff. But I know it just made him so happy, and I just don't like to see people by themselves. Everybody wants to connect. Everybody wants to feel seen. Cesar, buena tarde. How are you? But it's like I don't. They say people that attract different or damaged people have healing energy, and people feed off of it. Marissa, welcome in. Thank you for the rose. Blaze a board they remember for good or bad. How you doing, Bullet Boy? I've had a few instances like that in high school. That is the story they'll make. And it's just, you don't ever know what a person's story is. Turns out it was Matthew McConaughey. You don't ever know what a person's story is, what they're going through. You know, a lot of kids at school, I learned that you know, you don't know what their home dynamic, their family dynamic is. Another time, like the year before in ninth grade, my history class, the teacher had us, like, the way he had us sit in like alphabetical order. And so I sat at the front next to this kid. He had like fire red hair. And he just, he came in and he never said nothing to nobody. He didn't even like the teacher speaking to him. And his name was Justin Ackert. I remember his name. I would always say hello to him. And he he would just look at me. Every day I said hello. And he wouldn't acknowledge me. He would just look and he wouldn't respond. Well, one day I was having a bad day. The thing a lot of the thing about the violence is the people, those people always existed. One day I came in, I was having a bad day. I might have been crying. I don't know exactly what happened in school that day. Became calm. And I didn't speak to him. I sat down and I looked at him and I was like, I don't feel like it today. I'm dealing with my own stuff. He not gonna speak to me. I didn't have enough in me that day to deal with trying to talk to him and him just ignoring me. So I'm sitting there or whatever, and I could kind of feel him looking at me, and so it made me kind of uncomfortable. So I look up and I was like, "What is it? Like what?" And he was like, "You okay?" And I didn't. I just went back to doing. He's like, "No, you okay?" I said, "Why are you asking me that? You know, every day I come in here, I speak to you. You don't say nothing to me. Why are you asking me that?" And he's like, "Well, that's usually you're okay, but you don't look like you're okay." And I told him, I was like, "I'm fine." The whole rest of the class, I get like time in the class, I get feel him looking at me. And the next day, before I could even sit down, he said, "Hi Tabitha, how you doing?" And from that time, for the rest of the school year, he always spoke to me first. And we became friends. And he was like, "Why did you keep talking to me?" And I'm like, "Why not? We sitting next to each other. Why not acknowledge you?" And I asked him, I said, "Why did you talk to me that day? I didn't speak to you." And he's like, "Because I knew something was wrong." He's like, "Every day you talk to me and I don't say nothing to you. And then one day you come in." He's like, "I felt weird." But we became friends. And later on, I learned about what he was dealing with at home. And that was not my boyfriend. And he had kind of like an unfortunate story. Curtis, how's it going? Rise, welcome in. How are you doing? Okay, let me catch back up on the comments. Life is hard. You remember this story, 13? You got good memory. Jay, how's it going? How you doing? How you feeling? I try to talk to everybody. I'm doing good, Roz. I'm doing very good. I try to talk to everybody. I'm very shy. I'm very reserved. But if I feel like somebody wants to connect, or if I see them by themselves, I would try to talk to them. Thank you, Felix, bro. I would try to talk to them. You just never know what a person is dealing with, what it took for them to get up that day. I don't know. Every people want to connect. They would read each other. I agree. People want to connect. They want to feel seen. That's why I try to make it a point to greet people when they come. I know I miss people when they come in, but I try to talk to everybody. Even if it's just through the screen, I want a person to feel acknowledged. I'm grateful. I have family that loves me. I have a mom that loves me. You know, my daughters, they love me. I have friends. that love me. A lot of people don't feel, they don't have that. A lot of people grew up and their mothers, we were talking about animals and stuff like that, reject them. A lot of people, their mothers rejected them, their family rejected them. That makes me feel so sad. I try to remember you guys' birthday because there may be somebody on here nobody told them happy birthday. That makes me sad. I just want people to feel loved. We all deserve to feel loved. You got some deer meat, Jay? Okay, we can. All right, Richard. Jermaine, welcome in. How would you send it, Jay? And I'm glad to have the memories. Some people, all they have is their pets. All they have is their fur babies. Rod, thank you for the tiny bunny. I don't know. I know what it's like. So when I was a kid, we moved around a lot. I know in third grade, I think we must have moved. I switched school at least 3 or 4 times. I started at one school, I transferred out of that school, then to another school, and then by the end of the year, I transferred back into that school. That was so rough on me. That was so rough on me, especially being so shy and timid. And I know what it's like to be alone, stand by yourself, and I don't like to see other people. If I could do something about it, if I could do something about it, I'm just one person, but if that means somebody not standing by themselves, why not do it? Roz, thank you for the roses. Thank you guys. Thank you, Brand. Tim, welcome in. How you doing, Tim? Mike said, dang, we have one more day. Happy birthday, Mike. I don't know if Gerald and Karen is here. Happy birthday, Gerald and Karen. Happy birthday, Mike. A struggling family or military move a lot? Both, Richard. My stepdad at the time, he was in the Navy, and also, so my mom remarried when I was a teenager, but the guy she was married to was somebody she knew from high school. He wasn't a nice person. He told my mom, "Those are your kids. Those aren't my kids." So he was there, but he didn't help. He didn't help my mom. So she was married, but it was like she was a single mother. And my mom was young. She had 2 girls. She was just trying to do her best, and so we moved a lot. There was a time that we were homeless. We slept in our car at the park, and there's often times my mom, I remember that she was working and she didn't, we had some things happen to us with babysitters, people that she trusted. And so there was at one point where she started having to take us to work, and we had to sleep out in the car. She would cover us in blankets, and we struggled, and so she tried her best, but it was tough. How you doing, Soundwave? Welcome in. Thank you, Roadman. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But my mom, I give it to my mom. She worked. She didn't get assistance. She never got government assistance. She got out there and she worked, and she didn't have a lot of. She didn't have much help. She just got out there and she worked. Brent, thank you for liking the live. She had, so me and my sister are 13 months apart, so she had 2 little ones a year apart, trying to navigate and do things on her own without any help. Stan, thank you for that follow. But we moved around a lot. I switched schools a lot. All the way up into high school. I started out at one high school, and then my mom and stepdad got married, and we were living out of district, so I had to transfer high schools again. But that's one of the reasons why I'm out here. You know, I wanted to have stability for the girls. I didn't because I lingered on for a while. Tim, are you gonna go live today? I was on live for quite a bit yesterday. I discovered Christ when I was a little girl, Stan, when I was like 6 years old. Making new friends, being a new kid. It wasn't, it wasn't so fun being a new kid. Not everybody is warm and welcoming to the new kid. And then I was quiet. Thank you, Mike. Thank you. Harrison, thank you for liking the live. Thank you, Roz, for the tiny bunny. Thank you guys for helping me out with my live goal. I appreciate it. My daily routine. What do you mean, Stan? Like in regards to what? All right, Tim. I hope you have a great live. Thank you, Tim, for the tiny bunny. Thank you, Roz. Thank you, guys. Let's see. Let's update. I don't know why I won't keep the chat up. Thank you, Roz. Thank you, David. I appreciate the compliment. I appreciate the compliment. Thank you guys for helping me achieve my goal. I appreciate it. Welcome in, guys. If you're new here, let me know where you're tuning in from. Thank you. Jeff, how you been? How have you been, Jeff? How's it going? Oh, you're very welcome, Jamie. You're very welcome. Jamie, I'm gonna need you to be careful when you're doing those handstands, okay? I need you to stand up on something, get close to a wall so you don't hurt yourself. You're gonna get it one of these days, but I need you to be careful. I need you to be very careful. That's coming from somebody who has had a head injury. I need you to be careful trying to do your handstand. Jamie does fitness videos. He does his little daily workout routine. So go give him some views, give him a follow, subscribe. Where am I living? I'm in America. I'm in Texas. America and Texas. Al, thank you for the heart knee. I didn't see you come in. Al, how you feeling today? Emmanuel, welcome in from Tanzania. Yeah, Jamie, him do workout. He do his little daily workout routine in his orange Crocs. Free Will, how's it going? All right, Jeff, I hope you get good rest. Thank you, Harrison, joining my fan club for 300 days. I appreciate you. Thank you. I like doing it on the breaks. It's fun. I will do it against the wall if it pushes my knees up. Yeah, you gotta upload. You gotta stay consistent with it, Jamie. It is slow in the beginning, but just stay with it. I prefer eating out to working out, but I'll check it out. Thank you, 13. You got a new follower, Jamie. Hudson, thank you for that follow. Spring, welcome in. Ooh, it's windy. Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate you. Astral Harrison, thank you for liking the live. So, guys, tonight, Uno night. Brent, I don't know how you get all them good cards. How you get all the draw twos and draw fours? I shuffle and I shuffle and I feel like I shuffle you right into a good hand. Right into a good hand. Maybe I don't need to shuffle it that many times. Cause you get a good hand, man, you be whooping me. You be whooping me. I don't like this dude. How he got a draw four, a draw two, and they say 13 is an unlucky number. It seemed pretty lucky for you, sir. Thank you guys for liking the live. Cause you're a good shuffler. Yeah, I shuffle you right into a good hand. I don't like that. You be beating me. I mean, it's good. I'm happy. You win you a little bit of coins. Physics bro is so kind. He has sponsored some of our games. It's nice. But man, it don't feel just the bench like the me losing. I don't like to lose. Oh God. So currently, I haven't checked it, but last time I checked, I have 44 out of 63 teams correct on my bracket. I don't know how good that is, but I feel like it's something. I got 44. What percentage is that? I got 44 out of 63 teams. So thank you guys, because y'all helped me pick. How you doing, man? Welcome in. How you feeling today? What's 44 out of 63? 60 something percent. 72? Ask Brent. That's over 2/3 right so far. I'm trying to do the math in my head. Is this... I don't know if it's quite 70%. Maybe 69%? Who good in math? Brent, you good in math? What percentage? What's 44 from 63? What's the percentage of that? I don't think it's quite 70%. I don't know, but you guys help me out. Oh, dang, I was close. It's 69.8. You're close. I had it. I say it's not quite. Dang. Heavy brain working. I can't believe that. I didn't know what I was doing. That's so funny. You guys helped me out though. Roz helped me out. Helping me make them picks. It's fun. Every day I check it. I check it. That's okay for my first time, right? You jealous? Ikulaga, how you doing? Thank you for the heart, man. I know what I was doing. You guys helped me. On some of those picks, I decided on my own. No, I'm going to pick this one. Happy brain built in. Come populator. Better than you would have got? I don't know. Some of them I was just like, no, I feel like I need to go with this. One of the teams I thought I should have gone with, I didn't pick, and they ended up beating the other team. It's been fun, though. I've enjoyed it. Thank you, Physics Bro, because he's the one that suggested it. You doing all right? That's good. Thank you guys for liking the live, too. One of my brackets is an all. Is that the highest one, Physics Bro? Thank you guys over here on the tube. Those of y'all watching with me, you're helping to get my watch hours up. That's janky. Janky. The highlights of some of the games? No. I haven't watched any of the games. I just been keeping track of the score. I haven't really been watching it. 54% is your base. That janky. Brent, thank you for liking the live. Roz, thank you for liking the live. Man, it's so windy. RFC, welcome in. I think we are expecting some rain this week. Supersonic, how you doing, Supersonic? Titus. Supersonic is Titus your real name? I like that. I like that name. Let's see. Let's look at the weather. Janice, how are you, Janice? I was in your live. I think it was yesterday, Janice. You had a guest up. You guys were. I didn't understand you, but I was in there. Oh, Thursday we get in rain. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We expecting rain up here. Oh. Thank you for the hi me, Janice. It's very windy in Pennsylvania too. Roz, I have a question. Do you know if there are many people in Pennsylvania that live off grid? Because I saw some land in Pennsylvania. I'm kind of looking all over the place now. Thank you guys for liking the live. Your birth name, biblically, I like that. Titus. It's supposed to rain on Good Friday. When? Hey, I need y'all help. When does Lent end? On Holy Thursday or Good Friday? I'm leaving Texas. Yeah, I'm leaving Richard. I've been trying to leave for a long time. V Shell, thank you for sharing the live. Good afternoon to you from Atlanta. I appreciate you coming in. Utah needs rain. Hopefully it goes up that way. Creole, I am not Creole. I'm not Creole. Isaac, welcome in. How are you? I asked my mama, I said, Mama, when does Lent end? For a long time, I was just I would end it on Easter. You love living off grid? I do too. Oh man. People do live off grid in Pennsylvania. We have huge Amish population. I wasn't alive. We were talking about Easter true meaning. I was in there, Janice. I didn't understand, but I was trying to be in there to support you. I was doing something, so I wasn't tapping the screen, but I was listening. Yo said, Mama, what you listening to? I said, that's my friend. I don't know what him talking about, but they talking about something. Thank you guys for liking the live. You're very welcome, Janice. Hotel, welcome in. Beto, my mom was like, what are we going to eat for Easter? She said, we can do turkey dressing or meatloaf. I said, why don't we do meatloaf? She said, you want meatloaf? I said, why you offer it, lady, if you don't want it? And she's like, okay, what else? I said, the usual baked beans, potato salad. And I was like, how about some deviled eggs? You guys like deviled eggs? Beto, good afternoon to you. I like deviled eggs. Remember when we were kids, our Easter egg hunts were actually real eggs. Real eggs. Everybody walking around with salt and pepper, sprinkling on their eggs. You don't want turkey for Easter? Yeah, it's kind of weird, right? We boil eggs in Easter, paint them, and then do egg fights. With the real eggs, Janice? With salt and pepper. I like deviled eggs too. I can't remember exactly where the restaurant is. I want to say it's in Dallas. There is a restaurant. They just make deviled eggs, but different types of deviled eggs. I'm in America. I'm from Texas. That's plastic with candy and money inside. Need something to lay me some eggs. You got the golden goose. I do. I don't know about this year because well, Yaya's an adult now. I still like to do stuff for them. Maria used to make their little Easter baskets. Their little Easter baskets. But I hide eggs for them. We do. I buy the little confetti eggs for them. Um, we do the real eggs where like we'll dye them and stuff like that. Sometimes I make Jello eggs, real eggs, but the fight is not like throw them over. Oh, okay. Meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and baked beans sounds good. Yeah, I told her meatloaf, but no, 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 not yo-yo, not yo-yo. Yaya either. Even though she's 18, she's still my baby. I don't put no age limit on the stuff. I asked her, I said, yeah, you want Easter basket? She said, maybe I'm too old for it. I said, do you want one? Yo-Yo don't really like it, but I buy them candy and stuff like that. I just ask them what they want and I give it to them. I give it to them when it's ready. You coming? Are you ready? You wish to be 25 again? Brent said, I'm not too old for Easter basket. I be seeing Hello Kitty Easter basket and I'm like, oh, my little Yaya would like that. Deviled eggs and soft boiled. Let me scroll back. Do you prefer Easter over resurrection? What do you mean, Al? It's about the resurrection of Christ, but you know we do the eggs and stuff for the kids, but that's not what it's about. Am I a good cook? My family says so. Definitely my mama. Whenever I'm there, she be she. You know what she does? She hears me moving around in the morning, and she's like, "What you making? What we cooking? What you? I need you to cook me some breakfast." I said, "Mama, I'm here. You don't want to cook me no breakfast?" Eat lots of chocolate eggs when it's Easter. I don't know. Not really. You mean like the Cadbury chocolate eggs? The egg stuff is just for fun, but true meaning is Christ has risen up. Yes, indeed, amen. The eggs and stuff, that's the kids, commercialism. But the true meaning is that Christ. You can make her one. My mom made me one for years and out stuff we like. It was nice. Still not too old. Bunny stole Easter. Yeah, maybe I will. I just get them candies and stuff that they like. And here we hide chocolate eggs in the yard for the kids. We hide eggs too, but usually they have like candy in them. And one year I hid a bunch of eggs out here, and um, we didn't find all of them. And like a year or two passed, and then we were like, I was cutting the grass and I found some of the eggs. That's true, but Easter is a pagan holiday. Perhaps I won't go into that. I got my stepdad. So growing up, I will say this: when my mom got remarried, we didn't celebrate a lot of holidays because he said that they were pagan. We didn't celebrate Christmas. We didn't celebrate a lot of stuff because he said that they were pagan. And let me just tell you, being a kid and not having Christmas or none of that stuff, it sucked. It really, really did suck. I understand that, but I do it for the kids now. As the kids get older, they make their own traditions, so it'll be different. But I think when you have kids, they want to be, they want to, they want to participate. So it's just not fun being a kid and growing up and not participating and stuff. That's why, like, when I get gifts now, the fact that I receive gifts from my Etsy and my Amazon wish list, it still takes me back because I don't ever get gifts. I've never really receive gifts. I think the only I've had a couple people in my life, couple of friends that have given me gifts, but I don't hardly ever receive gifts from my family. Ronnie, thank you for the heart meme. But I do the eggs and stuff like that. I do it for my girls. But I know what the true meaning is. Tradition of Easter to swing and swings as high as you can, really. Ronnie, thank you for the good popular. There's a study in the Bible that's really deep about the bunnies. Really. Um, it's warm. I think in the 80s. Thank you, Nasi. Comes from Otis 8 Legend Horse. My family are big on gift giving and true meaning of each holiday. I think, like you said, 13, you can do both, but it's just even like the girls, my family, they just don't give gifts. They just don't. I give gifts, like I give gifts to my mom, my stepdad, but I don't, I don't get anything. I don't really expect anything. Sometimes my mom, like, she'll give me um, a little something for my birthday, but I'm just, I'm not used to receiving gifts, and so it's not so much the gifts, it's the thought, but I like to give to the girls. I like to give to the girls. I like to make things special for them because why not? Yeah, you using discernment wisely. A kid eating a chocolate egg isn't blasphemous. Some people lose their minds over things like that. Yeah, I agree. I don't know. Like, I just can tell you growing up, being like 13, 14 years old, and Christmas season, there's no tree, there's no presents, it's nothing. There's no celebration, no cooking of food, nothing. And I remember as I got older and I started working, I went out and bought my own little tree and I would celebrate. I would give gifts to my friends, but it did suck. It did. It really, really, really did suck. And once I got older, I would go with my friends and celebrate. I had my boyfriend in high school. His family, they did like big celebrations and stuff, and I would be hanging out over there. I wouldn't even be at my family's house because we didn't do nothing. It was like a regular day. So once Yaya came, I was like, I'm definitely celebrating stuff. I'll make my own traditions, whatever we got to do, but I want them, they look forward to stuff like that. They remember that stuff. Like when I talk, now that they're older, Yaya's older, and she talks about memories from her being little, and she just had like one of their favorite times. I celebrate St. Nicholas Day with them, and that's to keep Christ in Christmas. I still give them gifts on Christmas, but I celebrate December 5th and 6th. We cook. I give them small gifts. They leave their shoes out. I put candy and stuff in there. But they love that time. They love that time. And just hearing them talk about it and talk to their friends and share their memories, I'm like, I know I did a good thing. My church with our story, it is centered around Easter and eggs, but the message is Christ. It comes from the Old Testament. A priest that got lazy. It really is a pagan holiday. Echoing here. Sorry you never had that. It was usually the most beautiful souls. Oh, it's okay. It's okay, Broadway. It's okay. Yeah. So it's on December 6th. We start celebrating it December 5th. I cook that evening. I usually make ham, the girls will make mashed potatoes. I'll make cranberry sauce, macaroni and cheese, bunch of different sides, and we just eat, we play games and stuff, we just hang out, and then they leave their shoes out, and before they wake up in the morning, I'll put like candy in there and little gifts, small stuff, and they wake up, we eat again, they find their little gifts and stuff, we just have a good time. I made everyday Christmas for you. But yeah, I definitely try to, like, birthdays and stuff, I try to make it a big deal. And my birthday is on July 4th. You guys know I didn't really get to celebrate it growing up because it's a holiday here in America and everybody's with their families doing stuff. I didn't get parties and stuff like that. So with my girls, I really tried to make them feel special and celebrated, and I don't know, give them the stuff that they want. It's not about the gifts, but it's just about the thought. Kayla, thank you for liking the live. Ron, thank you for liking the live. I appreciate you. Santa Claus, he knows to free the kids of slaves. Thank you guys for liking the live. I appreciate it. I don't know what Marnie chewing on, but her chewing on something. Ronnie, thank you for liking the live. Family traditions and memories are important for the kids. I agree. I agree. They are very important for the kids. And the girls tell me that, like Yaya tells me, she's like, Mama, I appreciate you. Yaya and Yo-Yo both would tell me, Mama, I appreciate you cooking. I appreciate you doing this, or I appreciate you taking us out to do this. Like, they express their gratitude when because they know that I come from a family and they don't really celebrate much. So when they see that me trying to do something extra, they express their gratitude for it. Adult's job is to keep in context activities, keep kids engaged. Yeah, keep it in context. RubyTulip has a wish list at Etsy and Amazon wish list. They're super good kids. Thank you, thank you. They are good. They're very good. No, they're not Jehovah's Witness. They're not Jehovah's Witness. Now my stepdad. So when my mom and my stepdad got married, he wasn't exactly in the church. Now he is. He's a part of the church and he's an elder of a church. But he studied different religions and it took some time. But even still, like they just, I don't know, they just not. Even still, they don't really celebrate much. He doesn't really celebrate much. Um, some people just don't want to celebrate, or they don't feel like, they don't think what's the big deal. My stepdad's kind of like that. He just don't really care about birthdays and stuff like that. Like, he'll tell me happy birthday, he'll wish us happy birthday, but he don't really care about stuff. He's not a big gift giver. Like, even with my mom, he's just not a big gift giver. um And I don't know about my mom. I guess she's changed. She, I don't really know. But my family just not a big gift giver. I have two girls, two daughters. That's my brother's birthday every 4th. We remind anytime company came over. And really, he will remind anytime company. Thank you, Miss Lady. Yaya and Yo-Yo are definitely a blessing. I'm so happy Yaya got her little bunny. She wanted a bunny for so long. She wanted a little rabbit, and she just every holiday or birthday was a good excuse for family to get together. See, I like that. I like that. It's an excuse for family to get together. I like that. Can I post a link? You can try. I don't know if it will work, Physics Bro. You can try. She doing good. Her name is Leora. It means my light or the light in Hebrew. Yaya picked out the name. And it's funny because she's like all white. And like I said, she's albino. So she have the red eyes. But she's so tiny. Peterson, welcome in. And she just be moving around and stuff. Yaya's not here right now. She hanging out with my family. But she's trying to look for a job. So she's there so she can use internet and stuff. Good Wi-Fi over there. She can use her laptop. But she's looking for a job. She got a she might try to apply for In-N-Out Burger. They pay $17.50. That's what it says. Little bunny foo foo. But yeah. Send Ruby a gift. She's doing good. She's feeling better. She still got a cough, but she said her throat doesn't hurt anymore. She's okay. It's just still kind of like lingering. Tomorrow's her practice. I said, do you feel like you can run? Like she's been up moving around and stuff. I said, you feel like you can run? She's like, yeah. I don't know. I'll see tomorrow. Alex, how's it going? My wish lists are almost empty. Oh, I'll have to add. Looks very peaceful. Thank you. But the bunny's doing good. The little bunny doing good. Leora. She's so cute. Yeah, she wake up early. I text her. She be awake early, taking care of her little bunny baby. Ronnie, thank you for the roses. I appreciate you. Thank you. Bunnies, and one day we were eating chicken. What? We had bunnies, and one day we was eating chicken. Gotta add more wishes to the list. I'll add more stuff. I don't know. I'll add more stuff. I'll go add more stuff today. It's still pretty weird having a gift or wish list. I don't know. Amazing. How's it going? Welcome in. Yeah, my Amazon wish list is in my bio. So I have a link tree. If you go to the link tree in the bio, it's in there. Buena tarde. Happy Tuesday, Sigma Zeta. Get your dictionary. Yo, how you doing? I gotta add more stuff to it. I think both of them are empty. I don't know what Marnie chewing on. She chomping on something. Thank you guys for liking the live. I'm doing the landscape mode, horizontal mode for the live on the tube to get my watch hours up. They say you get your watch hours, more watch hours when in this mode. Brent, thank you for liking the live. She's okay. Marnie is mellowed out quite a bit. She don't really, well, she still gets into stuff, but Maybe she listens a little bit more now. How old is Marnie? A year and a half? Yeah, she's a little over like a year and a half. She about a year and 8 months. Good morning, Eddie. How's it going? Marnie, Auntie Rod said she'll get you treats if you listen to me. She turned around and looked. She turned around and looked. Little Marnie. I still can't get over there. I got her from a Walmart parking lot. That was divine intervention right there. No, she's young. She's a baby. Marnie is a rebel. She's a baby. I got her October of 2024. So when I started going live last year, she was a baby, baby. Yeah, she's a baby. Yeah, she brand new. Her is brand new. Ilse's 5. Ilse is 5. I've had Ilse almost 5 years. It'll be May that I got her. I got her in May from the shelter. She knows. How you doing, James? Aviator, welcome in. Thank you guys for liking the live. But she's brand new. She is very sweet. She get into stuff. She don't listen when I tell her not to do stuff, but she's very sweet. She's very like loving and affectionate and stuff. She gives Ilse a hard time, but she's sweet. Marnie is just jealous. She want all the attention. She want all the cuddles. If she sees you hugging, if she see me hugging someone, the girls or something, she gets upset. She'll try to come in between. Like one day I was being affectionate with Yo-Yo, and she kind of nipped at Yo-Yo. I was like, Marnie, you cannot do that. I was like, you cannot. I got onto her. I put her in timeout. You say, you can't do that. Qué hermoso día tienes hoy, Tabi. I said, you can't do that, Marnie. Don't, you gonna get in trouble. You can't be nipping at her like that. Marnie, animals, they know. They know, like, who's in charge. She knows that she can get away with stuff with Yo-Yo that she can't get away with me, and I just look at her. Sometimes I give her the look, and she kind of put her head down. I said, all right, Marnie. There's something about the puppy dogs. Ilse is so loyal to me. She's not like your usual cat. She listens. Everybody trip out how well she listens to me. She listens. So Ilse, one of the neighbor's cats, his name was Jim. I hadn't got Ilse fixed yet. When Jim came snooping around, I had a bunch of cats snooping around here, trying to get to my Ilse. I was like, I called the vet. I said, when can you get me in? I need to make an appointment ASAP. They trying to get to my baby. Oh, one day, Jim, he got to her. He got to my Ilse. And my Ilse got pregnant. And then I seen a little black cat hanging around here. I said, you waiting for my baby too. I know what you're doing. Get out of here. See, Ken. And, but yeah, so Ilse had a litter of 5 kittens. The first one that came out was the black cat. It was Junia. But I had 5 little kittens in the tiny house. Oh, they were everywhere. It was crazy. They were bouncing off the walls. It was just, man. And I remember when she was getting close to giving birth, I knew it was coming close because she found her little spot in the bathroom, and so I knew it was about time. So I had laid down some like old t-shirts and stuff for her, and she, for whatever reason, she was shedding a lot. So I went outside to shake some of the hair off. And she came outside. She was meowing at me like aggressively, like saying, "Hey, mama, I'm about to drop these babies. What are you doing? What? I need you to come back inside. What? That can wait. That can wait." I said, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm coming back in." But it was just, I was nervous because I had never witnessed anything like that. It's they know what to do. They know what to do. She gave birth to all of them. There were no complications, thank God. And she just wanted me there. And after everyone came out, she ate the little placenta that they were in. And I was like, whoa. I just watched her, whatever. I wrote down the times and everything, the little markings and stuff like that. Yeah, they know what to do. And she was good. She stayed with them for like a few days before she left. And then finally, she got up and she looked at me. I said, "You need a break." And I let her go outside. And I told her, I was like, "You okay? I'll watch out for them. I'll take care of them." Yeah, Mother Nature kicked in, but it's so funny. She was with them for 3 days, I think, straight. She didn't leave them. She wasn't eating or nothing. And then finally, she got up one day. She looked at me. I said, "You can go have your break, Ilse." And she just, I'm like, man. And it made me feel good. I was like, how much she trusts me with her babies. But them dudes was crazy. They were crazy. They were all in all kinds of stuff. Sleeping in weird. I'd be looking for them, asking, have you seen this one? Have you seen that one? There was Junia. There was Zanis, like Giannis, Yaya's name, but Zanis. There was, let's see, Ichigo, Ichiro, and there was one more. There was one more. It was a gray one. I gotta look. I have it in my phone. But I remember I had to rehome them and I was so sad. I was crying. I was like, I don't want to give them away. I had to rehome them. I was sad. Nobody wanted the black cat though. Nobody wanted Junia. So I kept Junia. Thank you guys for liking the live. But yeah, can you imagine 5 cats inside my tiny house? It was, they just had so much energy. Like they were leaping off of stuff. I had little toys and stuff for them. They were just flying. Like I had this little thing I would wave in the air, and they would just come from different directions, just flying, trying to catch it. I was like, this is chaotic in here, but it was cool. It was cool. One day, Ilse went out and she brought him back a little mouse. She came in, she went hunting for them, and she just dropped it on the floor. And I remember their eyes got big, and they're like, oh, they ran. They were afraid. Like, is it alive? And I was like, Ilse, I don't think they ready for that. Hello, how's it going? They tried to nurse for a very long time. She got tired of it. She got tired of it. They would latch on and she would just get up all abruptly. They too fancy. Further, how's it going? How you doing? Hello. I am in Texas, Mickey. I'm in North Texas. America, I'm in North Texas. Yeah, they tried to nurse for a very long time, and I could tell she was tired of it. Peter, how's it going? Koopa, how's it going? Welcome in. Happy Tuesday, everybody. It's Taco Tuesday. Y'all gonna get you some tacos? You waking up? Pets are so much fun. Yeah, they are. They are a lot of fun. They are a lot of fun. They have their own little personalities, you know. Sometimes they catch. Sometimes I feel like Marnie have a little attitude. I say, you got a little attitude with me. You having you a day. Koopa, thank you for the follow. Ilse have her moments. I mess with Ilse and she just looks at me like, what do you want, lady? Don't be messing with me. I'm minding my business. You know who likes messing with Ilse? Yaya. She gets on Ilse's nerves. Ilse will hiss at Yaya. She will hiss at Yaya. I'm like, Yaya, leave her alone. They go back and forth. And Ilse will wait for Yaya to come out of the bathroom or something, and then she'll jump and scare her. You want some macaroni tuna salad? That sounds good. I haven't had macaroni tuna salad in a long time. Taco, I'm making homemade fried chicken curry rice and onion curry. Apple fried. What is that? What's the last thing you put, Jimmy? Bajis? Hardy Chris, welcome in. How you feeling today? How you doing? How you feeling? Maybe I'll go get us some tacos. It's just so, the thing about when you live kind of far out, you have to drive so far to get to places. I'm like, do I really want to drive that far to get tacos? Brought me McDonald's. I've been eating so different now. It's not the same. How you been feeling lately, Halo? I had to jump back on the tube for the recipe. I make special deep fried bhaji to dip in curry, shredded onions, fine shredded carrot. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Fresh herb mixed with flour and apple juice. Then deep fried. I know what you're talking about. That sounds really, really good. Shredded onion, shredded carrot, fresh herbs mixed with flour and apple juice, and then deep fried. Mmm. How you doing, OJ Love? Welcome in. That sounds very, very good. You know what I could go for? I can go for some Momo. Does Lent incorporate fasting? You typically, so typically during Lent you give up meat. You give up meat, but I don't eat a whole lot of meat, so if I were to give it up, it wouldn't be a big deal for me. I did give up meat last year. I gave up soda and coffee and fruit roll-ups. Get some stuff done. All right, Mike, I'll see you. I hope you have a good day, darling. It does sound delicious. Orange Julius? Yeah, I want some Momo. It's just so far. And gas prices are super high. I'm not trying to use half a tank of gas to go get Momo. There are no places around here that have Momo. You guys walk around? Oh, cool. But when I go over there, Jamie, one day. Am I vegetarian? No, I eat meat. I just don't eat it all the time. Maybe a couple times a week. Did I eat meat yesterday? I did eat meat yesterday, but I don't eat it every day. A couple times a week. Rudy, how's it going? I thought about getting a juicer for to make juices. Yo-Yo likes juices. She likes smoothies, but I like to make and juices. Yo-Yo would like that. How you doing, Nala? I appreciate that. We might have to become vegetarian. Boogie, welcome in. You're not a big meat eater either. I like fish. There are times where I eat more fish and less meat. But they tell me because I'm anemic, I need to eat red meat. I'm not absorbing that iron though. That's the thing. My mom gets on me all the time. You need to eat meat, eat this meat, make sure you eat some meat. I'm like, yeah, mama, I'm eating all this meat and I'm not feeling any better. I'm not feeling any better. Do you guys know Dr. Bobby Price? He makes video. He on YouTube. He says that there's two types of iron. There's the one we get from plants, and there's the one we get from meat. He says that we can absorb the iron that we get from meat. I've been told that since I was a kid. Yay, Ronnie, you watched my live for 300 minutes. I appreciate you. Owl says silent green. Thank you guys for liking the live. I don't know. I eat meat. I eat it. But I don't know if it makes me feel any better. The movie. There was a time when I was vegetarian, mainly fruitarian. Who knows? For every health opinion online, you always find the opposite. Yeah, I agree. I trust how my body feels. I was just about to say. So there was a time, like 2.5, 3 years, I was fruitarian, and I was so healthy at that time. I had so much energy. I deal with like chronic fatigue from my anemia, and I feel tired easily. And I had all the energy. I would wake up in the morning ready to go. I need aids in the absorption, iron in the blood. I've been reading about that. Vitamins help me. I can't stomach prenatal vitamins, Roz. I tried that, but it didn't help, and it was making me nauseous. Do you eat meat 7 days a week? Some people can. There's sometimes I eat meat and I feel sick to my stomach. I'm like, oh. You know what I struggle with? Like, I don't cook a whole lot of chicken. The smell of raw chicken messes with me. Just the look and the smell of it, I'm just like, oh. Even sometimes, like, I get fried chicken. I kind of, like, I'll go to bite into it, and that smell hits me, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want that. You have to eat something before you take it. Detox once a year, change your life. What kind of detox you do, Broadway? What kind of detox? My mom, she's constantly trying different diets and stuff like that. I got on her this morning. I said, Mom, because she was like, because my stepdad is like 10 years older than her, so he's 70. My mom's 60. I said, Mom, you gotta move. I get on her. I'm like, exercise, go for a walk, get out and do stuff, you know. And I said, he older than you. He wants to be still. I said, but if you want to move around, don't slow down just because he don't want to be out moving around. Get out and move around and do stuff. It's the big hand. Welcome in, Dr. Bobby. Okay. Oh, you do his detox once a year. I'm gonna look into that, by the way. Eat in moderation. Ronnie, thank you for the club. Cheers. Clean chicken before I season it. I don't think some of these restaurants clean it well. I don't know. I'm sure, like you, that's the thing. Whenever you eating out, you don't know how sanitary they're being. You taking a chance. But you guys know what? That little kombucha drink that I was drinking on the live the other day, Sunday. Guess what, guys? They did a recall because they found PFAs in it. It's like, I want to say 19 times the amount. I saw it this morning. I was like, man, I can't drink it no more. And I gotta tell Yaya because Yaya drinks it too. PFAs in the kombucha. Oh, Omicron variant is back. Man, Sean, Yaya, Yo-Yo, she's just getting over being sick with something. I was praying. I was like, God, please, I cannot get sick. I was walking around disinfecting stuff. That chick coughing. I said, Yo-Yo, go like this. Used to drink kombucha. Yeah, PFAs, those are forever chemicals. The body detoxes itself. God designed it that way. Eat chicken with lemon. Clean chicken with lemon and vinegar makes a big difference. Can't even trust the kombucha now. Homemade everything for the win. She's feeling better. She's feeling much better now. Drives me crazy not cover. Yeah. I said, yo, like this. I said, do you want to wear a mask? She said, no, mama, I'm not gonna be able to breathe. I said, oh. Usually when Yo-Yo gets sick, that's when I get sick. That's when I get sick. But I didn't this time. Thank God. I said, Yo-Yo, I can't get sick because if I get sick, I who gonna. I had to take care of you. I got to be able to have my strength to get up and take care of you. That's the worst thing when your little people are sick and then you get sick too, because then you still have to be up taking care of them. Your body needs rest. They call eating healthy a diet now. Yeah, they keep messing with the food and drinks. It's just so sad. It's supposed to be a healthy drink, kombucha, and PFA's forever chemicals. That's not good. People have all kinds of gut issues, leaky gut, autoimmune disorders, all kinds of stuff. It's a lot of women deal with hormonal issues. They go outside the US and they go away. There's a lot of people, they have issues, autoimmune disorders. They go outside the US, they eat differently. A lot of people can't eat bread here, but then they go to another country and they can eat the bread. That says something. A lot of people can't grow their food. Maybe they can grow some stuff, but they can't grow their food. And it's like, why? And then if you want to eat healthy, if you want organic, if you want something that hasn't been sprayed with pesticides, you got to pay a bunch of money for it. Own drink and grow your own food. Yeah. Keep us relying on pharmaceuticals. I got autoimmune. Packaged food stuff me. I eat no gluten, no dairy. I make all my food from scratch. That's wonderful. No gluten and no dairy. That's good. That is very good. I don't know. Sometimes I think I really want to go back to do it. At least, maybe not full fruitarian, but some good majority of my diet. But I just struggle keeping weight on me. I struggle keeping the weight on me, keeping my calories up. Like right now, I do dairy. I eat cheese. I drink milk. When I remove that, I lose weight. Jess, how you doing? My heart. Me? All right, Mike. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Sean, thank you for liking the live. Broadway, have you ordered from Dr. Bobby's fruit farm? Because then he have a fruit farm in Florida. He sells all kinds of fruits over there. I'm not a health expert, but I find eating more healthy fat and being in ketosis feels better for energy. Big worship service tonight, singing, so I won't be able to tune in. I will support the first two Uno games for figure out where you live. Okay, physics bro. Alright, thank you. What am I doing in the woods? I live here, Jess. I live in the woods. Tabby live in the woods. Thank you, physics bro. I hope your worship service goes great. Hold on, y'all. I gotta check. Sorry, guys, I'm checking text messages. Alright, peace to you, physics bro. Man couldn't patent C, so they reinvented. Looks over all the original, and now they own the patent C, yeah. Thank you, Dazzle. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hold on, guys. Alright. Y'all gonna walk with me? I gotta go and get a package. Maybe the reception gonna cut out a little bit, okay? Maybe it's gonna cut out a little bit. It's hard for me to see. Your electric grill? Cool. Miss Lady, thank you for the heart to me. Let's see if it came back up. Did it come back up? Is it back? Y'all back? It's true that all the greens and stuff have patents on them. It came back? Okay. Gotta make sure Marnie stay with me. It's Spidey. Come on, Marnie. Marnie, come. Run, Terry, run. Come. Come on, Marnie. Marnie. I gotta run because that chick, she'll wander off. Marnie. Ah, hard-headed little thing. Marnie. Marnie. I don't like her coming up here with me because she don't listen. Marnie. Come on. Marnie. Come, Marnie. She gonna get in trouble. You better hurry up. Go. Come on here. Mala. Sorry, y'all. Come on here. She on her own mission. She gonna get in trouble. She gonna get in trouble. Welcome in, guys. Sorry, I'm walking back to my little spot. Adventure with Tabby. O'Neil, how you doing? I think this is a hit. Hi, man. Welcome in. Let me catch back up. Roadman, I see you. I appreciate you. Okay, okay. I'm doing good. I'm doing very good. Welcome in, user 449. You gonna get in trouble. Why I have to call you? Mala. Yeah, I got my boots on. I got my boots on the ground. Got my boots on the ground. Okay, let me fix the tripod. Uh-oh. Hold on, y'all. I turned it off. There we go. The little thing out. Because so I got that. I might have to take it apart. I don't do that. No, it had a little thing. Unicorn Tabby. It's for little kids, but I liked it. So, man. Pull. Said to pull. It's somewhere over here, but I can't